Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Juggernaut, and today I just want to wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, Bestus Festivus for the rest of us, and whatever other type of holidays and vacation time in general is around this year for various different nations, cultures, religions, and etc., etc. I did a video of this type last year where it was a rather lengthy one where I sort of looked back at the channel and what I did over the course of, I don't know, last 3 or 4 years, I think it was at that point of recording YouTube videos and stuff like that. And, basically I talked about how much I appreciate everything, how I started, and it was a lengthy video. I meant every word of it, but, I don't want to repeat myself. Today, simply, thank you. Thank you for all your support, thank you for sticking around, and I hope I'll do better by you, and I hope I'll meet your expectations, I suppose, as a content creator, as somehow silly as that might sound. The game in the background is World of Tanks. I had a semi-decent game in the SU-130 PM today, and I wanted to share it with you guys. I thought I'd just put it on as background footage, and battle starts off extremely, one-sidedly with 3-0, 4-0. I was controlling most of the map, but then it gets a little bit tense and gets a little bit tough later down the line. So, what about the channel? What about more content and stuff like that? Well, I had my vacations already, basically, from YouTube video making and all that. I had some exams that I needed to take care of, so that basically mucked up the schedules a little bit. I broke my arm, so I couldn't record anything, and that mucked up the schedules a little bit. So I had my vacations. I'm all right now. So during this festive season, I suppose, I should be able to record, nay, I will be able to record quite a few things, hopefully in batches. I'm looking forward to ending both Divinity and The Outer Worlds. Love those games to bits, but, I'm looking forward to actually finishing them properly. I don't mean anything negative by that, obviously. So, is there anything else I wanted to mention? It's not really, I suppose. I mean, there's a few different types of videos that I want to do, a few different series that I want to go and record, but I'll make that decision when I end these two. We might go back to something like CK2 or Stellaris, something along those lines. I was thinking about Hearts of Iron a little bit. I know Vicky 2 is what people have been asking for. I think I have like a dozen people that have requested Vicky 2 over the, I don't know. Yeah, so I wanted to actually go and check that. Yeah, so every time basically I put out a series or record something Paradox related, there's like a dozen people that want Vicky 2 and are asking about that. And yeah, I'd like to do it. I suck at it utterly, but maybe at some point. I'm not saying no. Possibly, quite possibly indeed. I think I'd like to do a longer campaign because I'm gonna suck at Vicky. Maybe like transfer that over because I think you can transfer Vicky 2 to Hearts of Iron if I remember correctly. Anyways, yeah, I'd like to do that maybe at some point in the next year. But other than that, there shouldn't be anything out of the ordinary. Yeah. I'm going to be putting out videos as I usually did so far, and that's about it. Tell me, however, if you have anything that you want to ask me, anything that you want to, anything you want to ask about the channel, about me, about, I don't know, how things are going to look like, and, whatever. Feel free to ask down in the comments below. There is one thing I sort of wanted to address here as well, and that's live streams, or rather the lack thereof. See, I actually used to do live streams every now and again, and I liked them, and they were very fun, but I've got a problem. Right, the problem being this. I now have 2 computers in 2 different cities, about an hour's worth of driving away from one another, right? Why? Well, I do go to uni here and the other cities where my parents live and where my house is and all that good stuff, right? So, computer here is great. Computer over there is serviceable. It's not great, it's not terrible, right? Internet here is serviceable. Internet over there is phenomenal. You see the problem? Oh, by the way, this was totally server lag, but hey. Ramming speed! Good. Good. We rammed him to death. Well, the UDES shot him, but yeah, whatever. I'll take that. I'd like to believe that that was my kill. Anyhow, yeah, so I was thinking about that. There's really no way I can do live streams. Occasionally on the weekends I go over to my other city, over to my parents' place. That's like once every 2 months, or once every, I don't know. I think once every 2 months is about the average. So that's what, a live stream every 2 months? No, that's pointless. That's not how you do them. Plus the PC's not very good. I've only got one monitor over there. Setting up a stream would be nightmarish. Performance would probably be, like, I don't know, bottom line unbearable. So, yeah, live stream's not really a thing for the foreseeable future. Maybe this summer, I suppose, but look, live streams isn't really my thing. I understand the appeal, I occasionally watch live streams, I get it, I'm with you, but they're not really my thing from a content creation standpoint, right? I did a few in the past, they were fun, but yeah, just not really my thing. Much prefer the old traditional format, but I don't know. I also have a few special-ish type of videos lined up for the near future. One involving Victoria, 3, not Victoria 2, but, you know, I can't promise anything about that video, because it's not me that's... It's not down to me, right? If it were down to me, I would have already uploaded it like a month ago, but I'm working with some other people, and, you know, can't reveal much about it right now, but yes, there's a Victoria 3 thing that I'm working on, and yeah, you know, aside from the usual first impressions stuff, I will probably play Red Dead Redemption, possibly, and I've also played yesterday a few hours of Skyrim. I actually reinstalled it, and I'm playing as a Witcher because of the Netflix series. Yeah, you know, it got me hooked, and I just sort of wanted to try out, like, make a Witcher character with 2 great big swords, one for dealing with monsters and one for dealing with people, and, you know, it's very fun to roleplay, and I haven't played Skyrim in ages, so it's fun when you've forgotten good bits of the game. Now, there is, however, a question I wanted to ask you, and that's, would you be interested in me, how do I put this, expanding the scope a little bit of the channel, and by that I mean doing occasionally commentary on TV shows, movies, not reviews per se, but, like, you know, because doing a review would take way too much time and effort. It would come at the cost of some other content. I don't want to do that. But would you be interested in, for example, my impressions of The Witcher, or my sort of quick little commentary on what the series is like, or what the TV show is like in general, or, you know, other movies, books, I suppose, to some extent, like some of the 40k stuff, or something along those lines. I've been mulling doing that over, like, expanding a little bit, because it's just a sensible thing to do. But it also is sort of what interests me, and I sort of talk about those series anyway with friends and whatnot, and I often have to repeat myself, because I'm basically holding the same monologue like 4 or 5 times when people ask me, so I'm like, you know what, might as well put it up. Maybe someone will find that amusing, but on the other hand, you gotta understand that I'm not the world's most, well, I'm not the world's most important person, right? And there's also the sort of elephant in the room that's anyone can go, well, who the hell do you think you are? Your opinion doesn't matter, and, you know, all that. Which it doesn't. I'm by no means a journalist or a professional critic. And then I saw what journalists actually do, and that's watch the first episode, skip to the last one, and just see the ending, and then give the show a 0 out of 10. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe that's in light of that recent discovery, you know, maybe there's room for improvement in that general area of the industry, let's say. All my sarcasm aside, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for being with the channel and for supporting it. And I wish you all the best. have fun with your families, have fun with whomever in the following weeks, and yeah, that's about it. Have fun in general. Take care, and bye-bye.